right, Ministry of Inappropriate Footwork, who I feel are kind of like Agony this year. They're looking really, really sharp and maybe not entirely expected.
Very solid. They brought in Ology, just straight DPS, charge in and blow everything up comp, and it worked out for them very well there. So.
And we were commenting that really is the modern version of that Thorax Rush that Star Fraction used to knock out Band of Brothers way back in the day, and it worked really well. Going no Ology, I think, is the way to go. Just get more damage, throw some buffer tanks on there, and just penetrate deep.
As you do. Now we're into the a very interesting part of the day now. We're into the best of 3 matches. So the Ronin versus Exodus, and then Hydra Reloaded versus Pandemic Legion. And we're going to keep going. We're going to take a quick break at around 17:30 Eve, and then we're going to do the final 2 matches potentially. But we do have them starting now. This is the results of the previous match. If we could get the team cards up for Ronin and Exodus, we can start looking a little bit at these 2 alliances.
These are both going to be hugely anticipated series. Yes. We were just looking at the betting line on Eve-Bet, and there's already over 151 billion ISK on the first of the potentially three matches between Hydra and PL.
What are people getting good odds for? Like, who do they think is going to win?
Right now, it's Hydra favored.
Yeah,
and that makes sense. I mean, to me, Hydra are the team to beat, the team that is, they don't really drop matches. PL's dropped matches in the past a few times, so maybe they feel a little shaky. But as far as this next one, Exodus Ronin, this one's going to be really exciting.
But look at the teams that the Ronin have played. They beat out CVA, they beat out Your Votes Don't Count, they beat out Road. They've done tremendously so far.
They are really strong, Ronin is a team that, of course, has come in second many a time in the Alliance tournaments. They've come in second twice in the Alliance tournament under different names, sometimes RUR, sometimes the Ronin.
Yes.
They also came in second in our last New Eden Open.
Yes.
So they still have a couple more wins to go if they want to get second in this tournament.
I think Exodus, like I said, maybe a sleeper team, but somebody who's maybe new to the tournament, haven't seen them before. They've had a bit of an easier run, I should say. They haven't beat any really big name teams yet, but we've seen them fight against some really, really quality teams in SCL and NEO and so forth, and they've done very well. And I think they probably haven't shown their hand very much yet because they haven't felt the need to. And at this point in the stage, we're going to see their big guns come out. These guys are going to pull out their big comps now.
You have to bring it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And the best of 3 is really exciting too, just to see how the mind games are a little different there. The bands, what comp do you bring the first time, and you've seen it different ways in SCL. You win the first one, do you bring the same one back the second time or not? It's just be a fascinating series. I'm really looking forward to it.
We've seen some back in the New Eden Open, which is our first banning tournament, we saw some great dynamics in those best of matches with the bans, where you decide, do you ban out what they just brought, or do you try to ban to force them into something else? There's a lot of different ways to go about it. Ronin in the New Eden Open finals, they got their Widows banned out, I think, and then brought a Scorpion instead to try to sneak their way through around the ban. So these guys are definitely going to be trying to metagame each other with the bans.
Absolutely.
All right, so well, talking about the bans, we do actually have the bans for Ronin versus Exodus. So the Ronin have banned the Geddon and the Dominics, which we've seen a fair bit.
Really standard,
Exodus, on the other hand, have banned the Scimitar and the Claymore.
Worried about skirmishing teams?
I wonder if that has, again, intel. We haven't seen a lot of Scimitars.
We haven't seen a lot of Claymores.
We haven't seen a lot of Claymores. We've seen a few, but that is interesting. When you see odd bands like that, it makes me really wonder about a little bit of metagaming. Is there some spying going on, some form leaking, who knows, buying comps? But that is interesting. They definitely want skirmish, like you're saying. It's going to be more of probably maybe a blaster comp, maybe a slow-moving kind of, but need to be in your face brawler type comp.
This would be a team that's afraid of skirmishing Tengus, 100-man Tengus.
Don't Ronin traditionally bring fairly fast teams?
They've brought quite a large variety, I think.
Yeah.
They brought the super heavy DPS team is what they used to beat Road to knock him down. Was they brought shield tanked Vindis and shield tanked Enyos and just smashed through them.
Yeah. I mean, that to me sounds like they want to bring something that's a little bit more kite-ish. Something that wants to kite, and they don't want to have fast frigates flying after them with the scimitar that can keep up, that they can't kill the frigates before it gets there. Then again, it could be at this stage of the tournament, now it's possible that they're just mind games.
Yeah, just throwing bands away to not give anything away.
Yeah. All right, well, we will find out very shortly. The match will kick off very, very soon. I have to be honest. I think Exodus seemed like a really good team. but I really hate betting against Ronan until the final, where it's virtually safe money to bet against.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's now the late game in the tournament as well, and I feel that Ronan has a lot more experience being on this level.
Yeah,
late
they've
in the
got
tournament.
as much experience as just about anyone
Yeah.
at this point. I do think like this could definitely be one of those matches that does go either way. I think there's a good chance this is going to go to all 3 matches in this best of 3.
Yeah.
I do feel that Exodus is the stronger of the two, though.
So Ronan, Exodus, what say you
I think
about?
Exodus. I have a lot of faith in the guys I know in Exodus and a lot of their theory crafters and their practice, just what they've been putting into it. So I really think, as far as the best of 3 is concerned, it's going to be them. I'm kind of tossed up as to who's going to win because this first match, again, I think it's going to go to 3, like you guys say. So.
All right. Well, the match is ready, so let's find out. I think that Ronan's going to win this